this week's episode of Carolina Ghost Story, we explore an urban legend in Horry County, South Carolina, of an old railroad track that's said to be home to a ghostly figure. During the early years of Horry County, one of the most popular ways to make a living was working on sawmills, and the railroads would deliver materials to these locations. Legend goes that during the early 1900s, there was a Spanish immigrant that worked at one of the mills, and during a freak accident, he was decapitated. Of course, this is nothing more than an urban legend that seems to pop up in most towns across the United States. But now people make claims of seeing this headless figure walking the tracks with a lantern. During this investigation, we'll try to prove these claims or put this story to rest. All on this week's episode of Carolina Ghost Story.
Okay guys, so welcome back to another episode of Carolina Ghost Story. Today we're down here at a local park to do an investigation where there's an old train track at the end of the trail here. The legend goes that there's a headless figure with a lantern that roams the area. So we brought everybody out with us today to do this investigation and see if these claims are true. I'll get back to you when we get there and we'll see if we catch any activity. Stay tuned to this week's episode. Okay guys, so we just started walking down the trail here. We're about a good distance away from the car now, but we're still pretty far away from the train track, so we're going to have to do a little bit more walking here. It's a pitch black night tonight, and it's even a little bit foggy, making this extra creepy, so if there's going to be a ghost, they're going to be out tonight. Okay guys, so we're about halfway to the bridge, and we just heard something in the woods here. I don't really see anything, but people have made claims of being touched. Is there anybody out here?
Is anybody here with us?
I was right here and walked to here, and it just went don't.
Are you running through here? We're walking. We're walking towards the train tracks. You hear that? I heard something talk. I just heard you say something. Can you tell me your name? How did you pass away? We're gonna walk down to the bridge where the train comes over, and if you'd like to meet us there, we'll gladly talk to you. Or if you want to say something while we're walking there, this will be your opportunity. We got all night to speak to you if you like to, so take your time, build up energy, do what you gotta do to manifest, knock on something, speak to us. It's hard to see, guys, but this is basically a walking trail that runs all the way down to the train tracks, and right next to us is a lake. So we're going to continue walking and ask some general questions to see if we can get any activity from spirits. The place is very creepy. There's lots of trees growing over the pathway here. It's freezing cold tonight. Like I said, if you'd like to speak to us, this will be your opportunity. Can you make a noise in the direction you are? Do you freaking hear that?
What?
Something got thrown. Or like metal or something.
Over this direction, it landed somewhere.
Did you just throw something?
See?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like, a coin or something.
Drop it again, see that's what it was.
Yep, that's exactly what it was.
You got a pocket full of pennies?
No, ma'am, I got a pocket full of, well, wallet here. Well, that's right there. Lighter.
Are you throwing pennies at us?
Might have kicked it to you.
I mean, one of us.
Nah,
Is it on heads or tails?
It was on head.
That's an angel, a loved one standing there here with you.
Who's here with us? Like, y'all hear that, dude?
What?
I heard like a clear voice say me. I'm freezing, but that just gave me even more chills than I already had, dude. Who are you? Can you tell me your name?
We'll follow us down to the track.
We're heading towards the track if you'd like to follow us. Like I said, guys, this could have been laying on the ground. Somebody accidentally kicked it, but it sounded like it was being thrown, like physically. Was that you? Can you knock on something?
They ain't picked up yet.
I've heard like 2 really clear EVPs since we've been out here. Like disembodied voices.
I heard her help me just now.
Do you need help?
I just gotta help me.
As you can see, guys, there's the end of the road where the main highway is, and we're way down here. You can barely see the cars go by down there. If we needed to run, we'll be running often. Y'all hear that?
That's why you're hearing.
I hear something else getting drawn.
It came over your shoulder. It's right here.
Where would a ghost get pennies from? That's weird.
Somebody probably out there. Need them out there?
I don't see whatever that was, though.
I literally watched it come over Jennifer's shoulder and land over here because it said blinked.
I heard you say you were here. Can you tell me your name?
Look. And that one was on tails.
That's not good.
Dang it.
Is there someone out here with us?
If I was,
I wonder if it's like an actual person or something.
I don't know, but if there's actually somebody out here, just walk with us on this one.
I don't see anything in the woods. Like I said, guys, there could be somebody out here, or that could actually be paranormal activity. It's still too early to know for sure, so we're just gonna keep asking questions, see if we can catch any activity, any manifestations. We'll just keep walking down the road, and if we catch anything else, I'll catch back up with you.
This picks up sounds around us that ear can't hear. It's not like that radio thing that you hear scanning all the time. It actually picks up like sounds that we can't hear.
Can you try to speak to us through it? You can speak to her through this device in her hand if you'd like to say anything to us. I heard you say you're here through a disembodied. Can you tell me your name? Sound like I tried to say something there, but I couldn't make it out.
I heard it sound like Parker or something.
Is your name Parker?
That's it, yes.
Said help me again. It almost sounded like somebody's choking too. Did you suffocate? Did you drown? Sorry if that sounds mean, but I just want to know how you passed away. I mean, no disrespect. Not trying to conjure up any bad memories for you. I just want to know what happened here.
You can hear somebody breathing on it. Yeah.
Did you drown in the lake next to us? Are you the ghost that haunts the train track up ahead?
No, I think we're too far away from it to get it clear.
We're gonna continue walking. We're gonna continue walking, and maybe when we get closer to the train track, more activity will appear.
How about walk away from me where I can't hear you? Ask a question, see if I can pick up an answer.
Okay.
I don't want to hear your question.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna walk down here and ask a question, and Jennifer's gonna see if she can pick up on her device there. Can you tell me your name? Is this emotional for you? How did you pass away?
All right, Ryan, what I got was Ryan, let's go.
It said my name.
It said Ryan, let's go. What did you ask it?
I just asked what his name was again, and I asked it, how did you die?
Yeah, I heard his questions while listening.
See, I was avoiding his questions on purpose.
That's the reason why I stood on that
So it
side.
sounds like it wants us to continue going towards the
The train.
train.
It was saying, Ryan, let's go.
treat the camera before you came out earlier.
Okay guys, that was a very interesting piece of activity we got there.
What was it?
We just got a little bit freaked out because we thought we saw something down here. But after we got closer, it seems it was just this pole, but now everybody's heart's racing and we're all kind of freaked out. So hopefully our fear doesn't manifest something scary or evil out here. So we're going to try to stay calm and continue our investigation, and maybe we could catch whatever's out here and not something demonic or evil.
Storm.
Or not letting us look up ahead. It said, I see you, look up. I think it might have been look up ahead.
I'm not going first.
I think it sounds freaky though. It sounds like somebody's choking or something.
Yeah, it does.
Did that thing just say devil? Well, that sounded like it said to you.
Did it say devil or devil?
No, devil.
That's not freaky because what I just spoke a while ago and talking to the camera about.
What?
So hopefully our fear doesn't manifest something scary or evil out here. Conjure something evil.
You better not do that again.
I didn't say it by saying hopefully our fears don't conjure something. If this is something evil, you could go on
It
your
said keep going.
merry way because we want nothing to do with something evil. We're trying to speak to any pure-hearted spirits out here that might have been left behind or passed away. We don't want nothing to do with anything evil.
That sounded like a demon's voice that just came through my phone.
We ask you to leave us alone if this is something bad. We just want to speak to good kindred spirits. We're going to continue walking towards the train track, and we want nothing to do with anything bad.
Son, and the Holy Ghost, you are not welcome to walk with us.
The cane from that big tree is not through that way.
This big pine over there?
Yeah.
Is there anything in these woods? Are you here? You saw it in here?
You see it too?
I think I did.
You see it too? Yeah, I did.
It's not walk across the street.
Ryan, don't go out there.
If there's something there, I want to find it.
Don't go out
I
there.
don't think it's a person or anything.
It doesn't matter.
All right,
What do you do?
I'm not going to go too far.
If we find out wrong with that, that's okay, remember?
Is there anything in these woods?
If we find out wrong with that.
Okay, guys, we're up there. We thought we saw something here, so I thought I'd come take a look here.
Yeah, if you left you right, you might go down that road. Walk back across the road. You gonna like.
Are you in the woods?
Why did it say you when I walked into it?
I don't see anything out here, so I'm thinking I'm going to head back up towards the main paths there. I heard you speak to us if you're a spirit. Hey. Chill out a second, dude. Deborah's up there freaking out. Okay, be quiet a second and let me ask some questions here. Are you down in these woods towards me? I heard it say here. Is in here. I know one thing for sure is I'm not walking any deeper in there, buddy. So if you want to speak to me, you have to speak to me here, bud.
I wouldn't let you go in there no deeper than that, and that's no disrespect.
Okay, guys, they keep freaking out and seeing. Y'all seeing something else up there?
Yeah, there's the same two glowing eyes we got at that other place.
At the burnt down house.
That's not good. I'm gonna walk around and try to get back up there towards them guys. Okay guys, so we just arrived at the track after about a half a mile walk. One thing we didn't expect was to catch so much paranormal activity on our trek up here. But now that we're here, we begin our actual investigation to see if we can prove the myth of the headless figure that roams these tracks. I want to call out to the spirit people see walking on this track. If you're here and you'd like to tell us your story, we're here to speak to you. We're speaking to a spirit as we're walking here down the nature trail. If you're still here, can you call out to us? Deborah and everybody's actually standing up there, so that's the light you're seeing. Okay guys, so we're walking down to the actual bridge area now. The weird thing is, guys, we haven't really heard anything too crazy up here, but we did get tons of activity on the nature trail. Do what?
My phone said right here and it said push.
Can you try to repeat what you just said? Did you get pushed into the water here?
Yes.
Were you murdered here? Or was this an accident?
It was spot on when you said murder, but not accident. Ask it again.
Were you murdered in this spot?
Yes. Now ask the other one.
Was it an accident?
It only responds when you say murder.
Who murdered you?
You know?
Tell us the name of the person.
Father.
Did your father murder you? Is the legend about the spirit that wanders these tracks true? Can you tell us if this is true or false?
You'll see it said.
Are you going to appear to us tonight? Come appear to us.
Hey, can you cut your light off for a minute?
Can you gather up energy to appear to us? I'm going to turn the light off for you to appear to us.
Did it say I can't?
Do you have enough energy? Said yes there.
Which direction should we look?
I've just seen it too.
It said right. You hear it, dude? That was a disembodied voice that said that.
No, because I see a dark image.
Oh my
standing
God,
down
is that it, dude?
And a dark
Am I
image
freaking
down
seeing
there.
it?
Where?
Do you see us?
Is it my right or right?
Do you see a shadow figure standing in front of this
I
light?
see two of them. I see one on that end and one on this end.
There's no way
There's
they.
one walking down the tracks on this side.
I heard it say right in a disembodied voice.
Yeah, but
But
who's
which right? Your right or our right? Because
There's something in the middle of the tracks right there. But if I look this way, I see something this way.
Are you on both sides of us? I wish I could show you this, guys, but the camera, there's no way the camera ever pick it up.
it keeps going from center to my left, and then back to the center. Like it's looking for something down there.
Can you knock into
It said head.
what, the sand?
Baby, you got knocked me over.
That was it throwing her. It's this way if it threw the rock that way. That came from over here, dude.
That was too close to me.
Are you in this direction?
Off the track.
Mom, please be careful.
Okay, guys, we hear the train coming. I hear it going down the track, dude.
Ow.
Okay, guys, so we just had to book it down the track and run down this hill here because we just heard a dead A train. And as we got down here, we see like no lights or anything. It could be really far down the track and not got here yet, but that was really freaky right there.
So are we gonna sit here and see if a train's gonna come?
Like I said, if we sit here and it doesn't come, that'd be really freaky.
It really would.
I don't even see it though.
Because I swore up and down that was an 18-wheeler because of a deer. No, that sucker happened again.
Yeah, and I was running. I could swear I heard the wheels turning.
I did too. I heard it sounded like it was close.
Just thinking right on it. That's why I started panicking. I thought I'm going to go outside the bridge and went for my leg.
I can hear the rumble.
And like I said, that train comes at like the most random times too.
Yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock.
Yes.
Everybody should protest it.
Dude, this back light's dead.
Where's the train at?
Your battery light's dead?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Did you just drain the battery in my light? Okay, if you did, this means you should have enough energy to appear to us. Dude, I saw it when it fell. It was this rock. That's a different kind of rock, ain't it?
Yeah, that's different than what we were picking up.
That's weird, dude. As you can see, guys, this is the rock that's on the tracks here. This is like a smooth rock. And I saw it hit this and bounce onto the ground. And I said that as soon as I said you have enough energy because of my light, that happened. Thanks for giving us activity. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
That train is gone.
Yeah, and we haven't seen any train since we booked it down the track to get off it too.
And I can literally, like, I can feel it. Like,
I heard the horn and the dang
yeah,
wheels are
you
turning.
hear the wheels turning. It's like you can feel the vibration.
Now we've been sitting here about 5 minutes, still
That's right.
haven't seen no train or heard it
Dang.
again.
Push me forward, Jennifer.
I wonder if I picked that up on camera. 'Cause if I did, that would be. You hear that? That sound like it again.
That could ting.
That is
They're
freaky.
mocking.
You mocking the train?
Hey guys. So we only got about a couple of feet away from the train tracks, and we immediately start hearing things screaming and all kinds of activity here. Are you still here? Are you trying to get our attention? Another thing, guys, I'll point out, it's been about 15 minutes now since we heard the train, and it still hasn't drove past, so that's very freaky.
I haven't heard of tires on a track.
I did too. That's why I said I feel jump off this track.
And me and Ryan was walking underneath, like he was coming completely underneath it, and then I was a few feet ahead of him, and we both heard a faint sound of the train coming.
Anything you'd like to say before we leave? Any last words? Like I said, we still got about half a mile to walk towards our car. And if you'd like to speak to us or appear to us before we get there, feel free to. But as soon as we get on the car and leave, we ask you not to follow us, because that's where this journey ends. So if you're stuck here, I ask you to move on, and I wish you the best on your journey.
As we end our first night of investigation, although we didn't come in contact with the headless figure, it seems we picked up the residual sound of the old train that used to roam the track, along with disembodied voices and poltergeist-like activity. After being left unclear, we decided to return for another night of investigation in hopes of catching activity of the old sawmill worker and seeing the headless figure.
Okay guys, so here we are again for night 2 of our investigation. This time we got Haley and Deborah with us, and we're going to ask some questions and see if we can catch anything. I don't know if you remember us or not. Y'all hear that? Heard a man talking.
No, we see something standing over there in that light. Looks like a man. But it hasn't moved or anything, it's just standing there. Oh, it does look like it got kind of closer or bigger.
Yeah, he's walking toward us. Let's go.
Guys, I don't know if it's moving.
Okay guys, we see a person walking down the track towards us here.
Dude, I don't see him anymore. I do. You see him like this on the side.
Is that a person?
I don't know. Yeah, looks like we got weapons and stuff.
Can you zoom into it?
Yeah, it's too dark to see. Okay, guys.
You can see the light, but you can see the light above him only.
Why is somebody walking down here with no light?
No, I don't see him moving anymore.
I don't know. I can't tell if that's a person or something down there, or like a post or something.
I don't know. No.
Is there anybody down there?
It's not there no more.
Yo! Like, I'm shaking because I don't know what the heck that is. And I don't know if I should be afraid or if it's just a post. And that's the scariest part. Like, should I be out of here or is it just an inanimate object? Okay, guys, so we just had an interesting situation there. As you can see, I don't know if you can see on camera or not, but it actually looks like there was a shadow figure or something standing down there at the end of the road. After a little bit more investigation, I think it's just a sign, but I'm not for sure. So we're just going to be cautious of that area and continue our investigation. If we see anything moving, we'll get back to you, or we'll book it out of here one. I don't know if you remember us or not. We did an investigation here a couple of nights ago. We believe we heard somebody down the path there. Are you still here? Because it seems like that night we got more activity down the path than we did at the actual bridge. Like, we still got lots of activity here, but the bulk of it was coming down the park path coming up to the bridge here. It's a story about the headless man that roams this track true. What if that's him down there we're seeing? What if that's the headless man standing down there?
What I'm saying.
Imagine that.
Get started.
What, he have a lamp in his hand then?
Yeah, the legend and he walks with a lamp in his hand.
Not either.
It's a legend about the headless man with the lamp. True? The bridge is right here. And if you don't remember, guys, we actually heard what sounded like a train coming down that track that night. We booked it off. We stood right here on the ground next to it for a good 10 minutes and it never arrived. So did we hear a ghost train or did it stop way down the track? We don't know. Can you give us any answers about the train we heard last time we were here?
I don't know what that is. It's moving.
That is the shape of a body, but who will be standing down there for this long, just looking?
The headless man?
It's moving, guys.
Dude, it does look like somebody. What is that, dude?
Dude, does it move?
Yeah, it's on the other side of the road now.
It looks like somebody standing there, like a headless figure or something. It's got I see legs and an arm on that mug.
Dude, it's getting closer to us. I don't want to be here.
Dude, why is it so freaking foggy over here, too? Can you give us a name?
Oh my god. My whole shadow scared me.
Everybody's paranoid now.
See, somebody said Kevin.
Yeah, after you asked their name, they heard it through my phone.
Is your name Kevin? It's right there. Like, it could...
That's a rock being thrown.
Why would a rock keep getting thrown? As you can see, the lake is right here.
Looks like, well, I don't know. I'm just paranoid.
Yeah, I think everybody's just paranoid right now, so we're just seeing things that aren't there.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
we're not just hearing things.
I ain't lying.
Like, we did hear things, but I think we're just imagination's playing tricks when it comes to shadows and stuff. Did you throw something into the water here? That was another rock moving. I'm just going to ask some general questions to you and see if we get any answers. We keep hearing things moving, being thrown into the water. Is that you trying to get our attention?
Hey, you been watching?
Did you almost fall into the water? Yeah, you're going to be joining the spirits here. Can you make a splash if your name is Kevin? It just splashed, dude.
That was over there.
I heard it. Can you make a splash if you were murdered?
What was that?
I don't believe you get like my eyes. You make a splash if there was an accident. What was that?
I can't.
It
Dude.
fell into the water. What was that squeal, though, dude? Y'all hear that squeal?
Somebody whistling.
Yeah.
That's a bird or something, I think. is that, dude?
Dude, that's on the bridge.
That sounds like a door opening.
Oh my God.
Sounds like a door.
Can we go now?
I want to know what that is, but
I'm not going up there. Who's in there?
what could that be? There's no door over here.
It could be, listen, it could be an animal.
Did you?
What was that?
Is that you that made that squealing? I'm worried about what that sound was too, because it sounded like someone opening the door of a house or something. But there's no door or house anywhere near here.
Maybe it could be the open door to a train.
The residual sound of a train. Was that the residual sound we heard? Are you on top of the train track? On the. There it goes again. I'm gonna walk up there.
I want pictures.
Oh, leave me.
Okay, guys, I'm on the train track now. I don't see anything that can make that squeal noise up here. Hello? Are you here? Can you make that squeal noise again? Whatever it was came from over here.
Now, we just lie down on the ground.
My light went out.
Well, I gotta have the light up if you're gonna see anything in the video. Did you? Oh lordy, you done messed up now. You're running through the dock and tripping. I'm approaching the bridge. Is this the bridge you passed away on? Yes. You said this was an accident. Did the train go overboard? Did the train crash off the bridge into the water? Dude, that's freaky, the noise it's making. If I go into the bridge, will you appear to me? Was that you we saw appearing down the road? Sound like it's a road. I believe we saw you down the end of the road. Can you appear onto the train track now? Do you got anything you want to say to anybody? Do you have a message you want to get out to the world? It's raining. That's weird.
It's not raining.
Was this a flood that caused your passing?
My life ended.
'Cause I'm pretty sure this place probably looked way different when this happened. Like this area could have been more water. We don't know. So, what year did this happen in? Said yes. There was more water here then?
Yeah.
What year did this happen? Can you give us a year? Try to give us a year.
Dude, I hear whispers.
Yeah, it's freaky, ain't it?
You hear that too?
Yeah. Dude, that is a train park down there. You see a train, cars going past and it's blocking the light of it? There's something parked down the end of the track there.
You want to go down there?
No, it's going to walk.
It's not that far.
It might be a curve.
Are you here? Say run. Is the train gonna come down the track tonight?
Got time for it. I know, but
Because like I said, like this train decides to come down this track at the most random times.
it's 12 o'clock in the morning.
Anything you'd like to say, Kevin, before I leave? Oh my God, dude. No, y'all hear what it said? It said push me. Did you get pushed into the water? I can't make out what you're trying to say. Did you get pushed into the water? It's freaky, whatever it's trying to say. Like I said, I'm about to end the investigation, so any last words? If you're here, I'd like to ask you to move on, because there's no reason for you to stay here. If there was a tragic accident that occurred, we wish you the best on your journey. We won't hate for you to stay around where something bad happened to you. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to end my investigation. We'll have to walk around a little bit more. I'll get back to you if we get any more activity. But right now, I think we're going to call it quits and head back to the car. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Carolina Ghost Story.
As we ended our investigation, it began to rain and we had to rush our way back to the car. Although we weren't able to confirm the story of the sawmill worker or the headless figure that roamed the track with the lantern, we caught lots of paranormal activity and came in contact with a spirit named Kevin who seemed to have been killed in the area, along with lots of personal encounters leaving us paranoid. One thing we can say is that this location is haunted and maybe one day we'll return. Until then, this has been Carolina Ghost Story.